could be easily entertained because अगर सारे के सारे factors change हो रहे हैं तब how can you talk about elasticity of y with respect to x1? It is with respect to x1, x2, x3, everything. So with respect to x1 बोल रहे हैं तो only x1 should change. Other factors should remain what? Constant. तो elasticity का basic meaning तो ये होता है. यहाँ पे अपना y क्या है? Quantity demanded. और अपना x1 क्या है? Price. x2 क्या है? Income. Okay. xn क्या है? Price of other commodity. Price of other commodity से price of y. So when we are talking about demand related to own price, that is own price elasticity. Demand related to income, that is what? Income elasticity. Demand related to price of other commodities, that is what? Cross price elasticity of demand. Okay? So they got to explain to you the basic meanings of these three elasticities. Okay? Let down please. Point number 1. Point number 1. Demand is a price quantity relationship. Demand is a price quantity relationship. Price quantity relationship from the point of view of the consumer. Demand is a price quantity relationship from the point of view of the consumer. From the point of view of the consumer. Of the consumer. The demand price shows the maximum price that the consumer is willing to pay. Demand price shows the maximum price that the consumer is willing to pay. Demand price shows the maximum price that the consumer is willing to pay. Maximum price that the consumer is willing to pay. Based on the marginal utility that he derives from each unit. Based on the marginal utility that he derives from each unit. Based on the marginal utility that he derives from each unit. From each unit. Full stop. If the consumer pays less than the demand price. If the consumer pays less than the demand price. If the consumer pays less than the demand price. Less than the demand price. Comma, we call it consumer surplus. We call it consumer surplus. We call it consumer surplus. Change example. The demand function for a commodity is given by Q is equal to 100 minus 2P. Demand for a commodity is given by Q is equal to 100 minus 2P. Minus is okay with you all? Minus is okay with you all? Law of demand. If price goes up, demand will what? Fall. ठीक है? देखो Q is equal to 100 minus 2P. ये demand function है. Q is equal to 100 minus 2P. Find out the consumer surplus. Find out the consumer surplus at a price of. Find out the consumer surplus at a price of 20. At a price of 20. जब प्राइस 20 रुपए है तो कंज्यूमर सरप्लस पता लगाना है. ठीक है? तो उसके लिए what we do is that एक बार इस डिमांड को प्लॉट करते हैं. ओके, लेट्स प्लॉट द डिमांड कर्व. एक्स एक्सिस पे क्वांटिटी, वाई एक्सिस पे प्राइस. ओके, डू इट. प्लॉट डिमांड कर्व. एक्स एक्सिस पे क्वांटिटी, वाई एक्सिस पे प्राइस. ओके, एक स्ट्रेट लाइन को प्लॉट करने के लिए कितना पॉइंट्स चाहिए? 2. तो on the quantity axis price equal to what? 0. तो अगर प्राइस को 0 पुट करेंगे तो क्वांटिटी क्या आ रहा है? 100. दिस इज ओके. और on the price axis quantity is equal to what? 0. तो क्वांटिटी को 0 पुट करेंगे तो प्राइस क्या आ रहा है? 100 by 2 equal to what? 50. ठीक है? प्राइस को 0 लिया तो क्वांटिटी आया 100. क्वांटिटी को 0 लिया तो प्राइस क्या आया? 50. What is 100? 100 is the theoretical maximum demand. मुफ्त का मिलेगा तो तुम 100 यूनिट्स लेगा. 50 is the theoretical maximum price. Okay, because 50 price पे your demand is what? 0. So how can the price be more than that? So maximum price is what? 50. Maximum demand is what? 100. If I join these 2 points, I get the demand curve. Okay, दोनों points को join किया तो demand curve मिल गया. ठीक है, demand curve मिल गया. Demand curve ये show कर रहा है कि फर्स्ट यूनिट का, ऑब्वियस कॉमन सेंस, फर्स्ट यूनिट कोई कमोडिटी का, उससे आपको MU मार्जिनल सैटिस्फैक्शन क्या मिलता है? हाई या लो? हाई. सो यू आर विलिंग टू पे मोर फॉर इट और लेस it, more for it. For the second unit, the marginal satisfaction rises or falls? Falls. So you are willing to pay less for it. For the third unit, the marginal satisfaction falls. So that's the reason why. You got to understand, हर unit के बदले जो price दे रहे थे याद है, that's the maximum price I can pay ना. I will not pay more than that. And if I pay less than that, the amount which I save is called consumer surplus. अपने सब में price क्या दिया हुआ? 20. Price 20 है. Okay, price is 20. तो equation से quantity क्या है? 100 minus 2 into 20 is coming to what? 60. तो इसका मतलब quantity is what? 60. Price is 20, quantity is what? 60. Price is 20, quantity is 60. So do you agree with me that the consumer is purchasing 60 units at a price of 20 per unit? 60 units at a price of 20 per unit, incurring an expenditure of 1200, which is equal to the area of this rectangle. The consumer is purchasing 60 units at a price of 20 per unit, incurring an expenditure of 1200, which is the area of this rectangle. Is okay? However, for the first unit, the consumer wanted to pay a higher price, but he's paying how much? 20. For the second unit, he wanted to pay a higher price, he's paying how much? 20. Indirectly, for 60 units, he wanted to pay. For 60 units, he wanted to pay the area bounded by this trapezium. Na? For 60 units, he wanted to pay itna. This is the satisfaction he's getting. Okay, but he's paying how much? Itna. He's paying how much? Only this much. इसका मतलब ये वाला portion जो उसको नहीं pay करना पड़ा is what? Consumer surplus. Okay, this portion is the consumer surplus. He is wanting to pay this entire thing, but he has to pay the rectangle वाला portion. तो ये portion जो उसको नहीं pay करना पड़ा is what? Consumer surplus. Okay, जो rectangle वाला area है, this is total expenditure. Total expenditure equal to what? 1200 रुपया. और ये वाला जो part है is the consumer surplus. तो consumer surplus इस सब में क्या है? Half into base into height. What is the base of the triangle? 60. What is the height of the triangle? 30. So in that case, consumer surplus is what? Half into 60 into 30 equal to what? Rupees 900. Half into 60 into 30 equal to rupees 900. Rupees 900. So what is consumer surplus? Consumer surplus is what you wanted to pay minus what you actually paid. What you wanted to pay minus what you actually paid. Why does consumer surplus arise? It arises because जितना माल बिकता है वो लास्ट वाले यूनिट के दाम पे बिकता है. ओके, अगर ऐसा होता कि 60 यूनिट जो बिकता उसमें फर्स्ट यूनिट अलग दाम पे बिकता, सेकंड यूनिट अलग पे, थर्ड यूनिट अलग पे, फोर्थ यूनिट अलग पे, तो कंज्यूमर सरप्लस नहीं होता. ठीक है? We will later on in the market chapter study a particular monopolist called the perfect price discriminating monopolist. Perfect price discriminating. वो monopolist क्या करता है? If he is selling 60 units, he will charge for the first unit 100 minus 1 divided by 2. First unit quantity को 1 put करें तो price आएगा ना. Second unit का 2 put करें मतलब first unit का इतना charge करेगा, second का इतना, third का इतना, fourth का इतना, 60 units का पूरा maximum price charge करेगा. तो consumer surplus will be equal to what? 0. Will be equal to 0. ठीक है? They don't have a mathematical focus over here. So which means that consumer surplus इस तरह से निकालने normally नहीं आना चाहिए. Normally नहीं आना चाहिए. ठीक है? But vaguely consumer surplus बताने के बजाय, if we have done it with precision कि this is consumer surplus, perhaps the retention level is high, which is our ultimate objective. ठीक है? तो consumer surplus means what? What you wanted to pay minus what you actually paid. You wanted to pay the area under the trapezium, you paid the area of the rectangle, the triangle वाला portion which you did not pay is called consumer surplus. ठीक है? Consumer surplus is that portion. Consumer surplus. Okay. Have you marked the thing? ठीक है? Consumer surplus ऊपर mark हो गया तुम लोगों को? ठीक है? बहुत बार answers को बहुत dictated form में लिखाते नहीं है because we have an MCQ exam ना. We waste a lot of time in trying to write the explanations. ठीक है? It is presumed that since they are numbers, you will be able to pick it up. तो price 20 पे quantity 60 निकाले, उसका calculation नहीं show किए. ठीक है? But that is obvious कि price को 20 put करके आप quantity को 60 calculate कर लीजिए. Okay? Next, point number 2. Point number 2. Point number 2 is how do we reconcile? Point number 2. How do we reconcile the following two statements? How do we reconcile the following two statements? How do we reconcile the following two statements? Dash. Next time, first statement, if price rises, quantity demanded falls. If price rises, quantity demanded falls. That's the first statement. The second statement is, if demand goes up, price of the commodity what? Goes up. Common sense है. If demand for something goes up, the price of that commodity goes up or comes down? Goes up. ठीक है ना? तो मल्टीपल चॉइस करते समय कोई हालत में स्टूडेंट के मन में ये नहीं बैठ जाए कि P और Q तो हमेशा ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में जाएगा, तो अपने को टिक वो वाला करना है. It depends upon what is the cause and what is the effect. If price is the cause, we are talking about law of demand. Price बढ़ेगा, other factors remaining constant, demand will go down. Price गिरेगा तो demand will go up. But अगर demand increase होगा, if demand for something goes up, obviously उसका price क्या होगा? Increase होगा. अगर demand decrease हो कोई चीज का तो price क्या होगा? Decrease होगा. तो बहुत बार I have seen students ज़्यादा नहीं पढ़ के MCQ करते समय वो ऑप्शन की तरफ अट्रैक्ट होते हैं कि जहाँ पे प्राइस और क्वांटिटी उल्टा है, सोचते हैं कि हाँ लॉ ऑफ डिमांड तो हो गई. ठीक है, तो लॉ ऑफ डिमांड यहाँ पे जो है ना, प्राइस गोज अप, डिमांड फॉल्स और क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड फॉल्स. क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड फॉल्स मतलब यू आर मूविंग अलोंग द कर्व. यू आर मूविंग व्हाट? अलोंग द कर्व. प्राइस 20 है, 20 से 30 हो गया, 30 से 40 हो गया, तो अपने तो इस पॉइंट पे आ रहे ना, कर्व तो सेम ही है. डिमांड थोड़ी चेंज हो गया, डिमांड तो एक रिलेशनशिप है, वो रिलेशनशिप तो सेम ही है, बट यू आर एट डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स ऑन द रिलेशनशिप. बट व्हेन वी से डिमांड गोज अप, तो अपना बोलने का मतलब था द डिमांड कर्व शिफ्ट्स. The demand curve shifts due to price or due to other factors? Other factors. When demand goes up, मतलब demand का relationship goes up. Okay? Perhaps ये जो equation था अपना Q is equal to 100 minus 2P. This has become Q is equal to 200 minus 2P. 200 minus 2P. तो अगर demand goes up, then price will what? Rise. Because देखो अगर demand rightward shift होगा, अगर demand या rightward shift हुआ, okay? over here the demand shifts to right, so in that case 60 units का price क्या हो जाएगा? ये ना price will go up. ठीक है ना? तो one is the cause, the other is the effect. You have to see that. Okay? तो एक change. ये जो first वाला statement था, that was what? Movement along the curve. और जो second statement था, that was what? Shift of the curve. ठीक है? So I think you can just write that word, okay, for the purpose of saving time. जो first वाला statement था, that was movement along the curve. First statement is movement along the curve, and the second statement is what? Shift of the curve. First statement is movement along the curve, and second statement is shift of the curve. Shift of the curve. Point number 3. Point number 3. Price elasticity of demand. Point number 3. Price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand. Bracket ED, bracket ED dash sensitivity of quantity demanded dash sensitivity of quantity demanded to price, sensitivity of quantity demanded to price, sensitivity of quantity demanded to price, comma set par, CETPAR, set par. Okay, that's the short form for ceteris paribus. Other factors remaining constant, sensitivity of quantity demanded to what price? Sensitivity of quantity demanded to price. इस बार they say in the papers जो हुआ था, उसमें elasticity of demand के ऊपर एक gift दे दिया था, numerical question. Numerical question is a gift over there, because numerical नहीं होगा तो they can really move around. Okay, दाया बाया घुमा देंगे. But numerical हुआ तो to the point marks है. तो elasticity of demand अगर compute करना है तो that's very easy. Percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. लिख दो. ED equal to percentage change in QX divided by percentage change in PX. Percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price equal to delta QX by QX into 100 divided by delta PX divided by PX into 100, delta QX by QX into 100 divided by delta PX by PX into 100. So which is equal to delta Q divided by delta P into P by Q. Change in quantity by change in price into price by quantity. वेरी मैकेनिकल ब्रेकअप. ओके, यहाँ पे कॉन्सेप्ट थोड़ा ब्रेक हो रहा है इस तरह करने पे, पर ठीक है, एक बार फॉर्मूला पे इंपॉर्टेंस देने के लिए कर लिया. चेंज इन क्वांटिटी बाय चेंज इन प्राइस इनटू प्राइस बाय क्वांटिटी. दो तरह का सम्स है. अगर एग्जाम में इक्वेशन टाइप सम आ गया, कौन सा टाइप सम? इक्वेशन. जैसे लुक बैक हो गया, ये जो अपना इक्वेशन चल रहा था, क्वांटिटी इज इक्वल टू 100 माइनस 2p. तो रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ क्वांटिटी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू प्राइस इज -2. सबको दिख रहा है? रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ क्वांटिटी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू प्राइस इज -2 ना. जिन्होंने कैलकुलस जरा सा किया हुआ है, यू नो dq by dp इज -2. और कैलकुलस नहीं भी किया हुआ तब भी जरूरत नहीं. प्राइस के 1 रुपया चेंज होने से क्वांटिटी में कितना फर्क पड़ रहा है? -2 का. विदाउट कैलकुलस आल्सो इट्स ओके. तो चेंज इन क्वांटिटी बाय चेंज इन प्राइस इज व्हाट? -2. शुड बी ऑब्वियस फ्रॉम दिस. तो अगर इक्वेशन टाइप सम आ गया और वो लोग पूछता अपने सम में कि फाइंड आउट द प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड व्हेन प्राइस इक्वल टू 20, व्हेन प्राइस इक्वल टू 20, तो आपको आंसर निकालना है. आपको आंसर निकालना है चेंज इन क्वांटिटी बाय चेंज इन प्राइस इनटू प्राइस बाय क्वांटिटी. तो रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ क्वांटिटी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू प्राइस तो -2 है ना. ये वाला पोर्शन क्या है? -2. और प्राइस क्या बोले हम? 20. और क्वांटिटी क्या था? 60. तो आंसर आ गया 2 into 20 by 60. आंसर क्या है? 2 into 20 by 60 equal to 40 by 60. मतलब 4/6, 2/3, 0.67. How much? 0.67. Normally the minus sign is dropped. Normally the minus sign is dropped because when we are talking about demand, तो obvious है कि price और quantity में क्या relation है? Inverse. तो minus minus बोलने से the fluency of the discussion is hurt. Therefore they drop the minus sign and they say elasticity of demand is 0.67. Is what? 0.67.